Hello, my friends. I wanted to show you something here on Intellicast. Okay, this is the storm moving throughout the United States, and over here has been getting hit over and over and over with rain and wind. Um, but watch when I start this. There's a weird flash. Here we go. Oh, there. See that? It's like, danger, watch out. Yikes! Okay, let's see if we can have it do it and just stop it when it does it. There. Look at that. It's beautiful colors. Fantastic. But it is yikes. Okay, now I'm going to go to another site. This is the National Weather Service for the United States. Major winter storm to continue impacting areas from the Rockies to the west, Midwest. Now this is um, Christmas and New Year's weekend, and so there's a lot of people out there drinking, and it's been incredibly warm all of December. So, I mean, it's been warm enough that up in this area here in Wisconsin, I've been able to even go barefoot outside. And I just picked some herbs that were growing that are fine, and I've got some other greens in my garden um, that I can pick and eat, of course, before this happens. But it's kind of cracking me up. These colors all mean something different. The key is right below here. And you can look at this link too. This yellow tornado watch still through here. Yesterday was really bad for a lot of these areas in here. Red is blizzard warning. And look how far south this is hitting. I mean, normally it's very, very warm down there. And then, of course, Hawaii and Alaska are having some fun too. This is the radar this is for the National Weather Service, which doesn't look the same. And look at this line showing up here, right there. That's bizarrely interesting. I can make it bigger so we can look at that for a minute. Put it on the loop. Um, and we'll just slide it over here. But watch how that shows up. That's odd, showing up like that. Um, Coming up out of the Gulf. This also looks weird. This radar circle here and all these little lines here. Some of it is the wind moving across because it's a cold front coming in. See how these lines are showing up here that look to me artificial. But there's so many different ways that they are experimenting with the weather that I don't recognize a lot of it. So I've had people, I'm just going to go back now. I've had people ask me to explain what I see. I can't explain all of it because I don't know all of the technology, just really simply up front. Um, and now I'm going to go to the satellite a minute on here so we can look at that. But I have had many videos where I've shown you um, and explained with links to that the weather modification is going on. This is the infrared map, and this is the water vapor. But I'm back on here for just a minute because I wanted to read this to you. A major winter storm system will continue to bring a plethora of weather impacts ranging from heavy snow and blizzard conditions to severe weather and flooding. The storm system will gradually pull away by Tuesday, and Monday is a big day, of course, for people to go back to work. But flooding and treacherous travel could linter. Oh, somebody did a spelling error into midweek. And then here, if you click on there, it shows it just a little bit more of what's happening. Oh, it cannot be retrieved. We just saw it. What? Okay, I'm going to pause in a second. Now I'm on the link for space weather, just to show you a little bit about what's going on here. December 27th, You can just click on it and it brings it up so you can see it. That's an interesting little boing. And how to get to it is real easy. You just, when I'm on this site, go down to the bottom, and then I just click right here on space weather. And this has a whole lot of other information that you can click to, a lot of other things, as well as assistance if you want any help with knowing things to protect yourself. And they have this little goofy playtime for kids, so they can also learn about the weather. Of course, it doesn't tell you anything about weather modification, but it does tell you, things that they can protect themselves and not be so afraid. I've been around children that are actually screaming and seem to go out of their minds, as well as some adults who don't know what to do, and it's always good to be prepared about anything. This is in telecast, and I like it because they have these little symbols up here at the top, and you can look and see what is what's happening a little clearer. This red triangle, upside down triangle, is tornado, possibly, which is not good. It's never good to have tornadoes. And then you can see the storm system moving up with the clouds around it. You can see what the radar pattern looks like here in Hawaii, as well as this has been recent in the last year or so that you can see the radar for Europe as well as Australia. And if you'll notice, most of the radar is around the edge of the country, which is, that's my grandson in the back. He's playing a game that's annoying him. Which is actually, even though it is to check the weather, it's also to check to see what's incoming, as well as some of it is to see what's under the ocean coming toward the country. Let's see if we can get it to move here, so you can see the signals coming out here and here. Let's see, this is not just to check storms. And the same with the United States and Canada. And you can't see it on here, but right along the Canadian border, there's usually radar that's on all the time, and all around the whole border of the United States. These yellow are wind, possible damaging wind. So they're getting hit here pretty good with a lot of not fun. Let's zoom back out. And this blue is ice. So I'm going to stop this, and then I like to get on here also for the earthquake information. The red is within the last 6 hours. So this 4.2 in Johannesburg, California. Intriguing. But you can go out and look at basically the whole world, except for I don't think they show monitors. The gray is the oldest, 5.2 in Greece, and it only goes back 24 hours. So it's not all that great, but it is cool. Look at the way this looks. These clouds coming over here at that right angle like that. Remember that the clouds and the water vapor is liquid, and liquid doesn't usually do that. I don't believe, and I could be wrong. And then, of course, everybody knows how all these earthquakes happen here from fracting. There's a lot of fracting going up here also. Okay, let's get out of that one. All right, I'm back on the College of DuPage. Look at the water vapor in this area here. That looks almost like, you can just click on it and enlarge it, but look at how that looks coming up like that. Like, it in itself looks like a sideways tornado or something, just that shape. And it's interesting that it seems to be centered from around here. And if you go up here, you can click on that and make it move just for whatever area you select. Okay, now look at that. See how that's all coming out of this area? Now, that looks like that's seeding from some kind of ground-based stuff to me. Let's take a look at that. Now, this is only one company, Weather Modification Incorporated. There are times when it's beneficial to seed from the ground. For example, ground seeding is an excellent option for the treatment of low-level clouds over complex terrain. So then they talk about what they use: ground-based seeding generator, ground-based tree flare, manual ground-based seeding generators, remote controlled. And then they explain what they are, and they have pictures on here. Well, let's go to here for a minute. Weather radar systems. On the radar, we incorporate them, talking about the radar, into our own cloud seeding projects, ranging from smaller mobile radar systems to polarimetric Doppler research quality systems. We can meet radar needs for a wide range of customers. And then they go on to explain all of that with these dual polarization specifications, and blah, 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 blah. Now, where are the pictures? Hold on just a moment. Well, here's the home page for that company. I still am unable to find any pictures, but it says, now more than ever, the worldwide need for solutions to atmospheric necessities such as water resource management and environmental quality monitoring is crucial. With nearly a half a century of successful programs, okay, half century, 50 years of successful programs, our experience speaks for itself. And all these little areas with stars on is where this company has done work. All right. Now, you better believe that if they're doing water resource management and environmental quality monitoring, that somebody's going to make some money off of this idea and project, and somebody has been. Environmental monitoring, which includes, here's what they can test, but it also includes what is in the air and what is on the ground, like you and I. And let's just click on this link about clients and projects. Here's a bigger map, and here is a list of all the areas of stuff that has been done, which is extremely interesting. All right, so we're back to remember that picture, and here's the Texas Weather Modification Program. We're going to click on that a minute. Okay, now this is letting you know what they did during these time frames, 1985, 86, and 88. It's not letting you know what's going on right at the moment. Here's another one, Central Texas Council of Governments Rainfall Enhancement Program, objective rainfall enhancement during this. So this is letting you know what they use during this time frame. Field program management and personnel, weather radar systems, meteorological services, and aircraft for cloud seeding. Look at this one, BOMX, Bow Echo, and Mesoscale Convective Vortex Experiment, 2002 to 2003. Look at this one in Turkey. Okay, so here's the company. Here's what the company is and their stocks that are available for purchase. A Turkey-based petrochemical company. Now here's a link with some pictures and information about weather modification. And I know that you get a lot of news about conspiracy theory, but this is real. This is real, people. And then look at this too. Wall Street.